friends. This is Diane. I'm the Be a Blessing Stitcher, and you've landed on my channel. So welcome all who have come before. Thank you so much for returning, and welcome in anyone who might be new. This channel is primarily about cross stitch, a little bit of quilting, a little bit of crocheting, but primarily cross stitch. So welcome on in, everyone. Haven't been here for about 5 weeks, so I have a fair amount that I can show you. So I'm kind of excited about that. I think we're gonna jump in pretty quickly, but I'm just gonna do, I wrote notes. I need notes. I had somebody actually this past couple of weeks think that I was so much younger than I actually am, and I told her she was my new best friend. But I said my body is very old, including the brain, so I need notes. Anyway, so I wanted to just first do a quick life update. I've been struggling with arthritis in my hands for quite a few years, and so I went to a specialist last week Friday, and they gave me one of those like steroid or cortisol injections into my thumb area. And I was gonna do a Flosstube video on Saturday, and I should have known better. My face was about the color of my shirt. I break out really quite badly. I have a reaction to the steroids, and my face gets like super hot, very swollen, very red. So I hid all weekend. I kind of just hid. So anyway, that's really all I just wanted to share was my quick little life update. And then I think I'm gonna jump right in to the first thing, which is gonna be my Stitchy kindness. I had a birthday while we were gone, and my good friend Beth, such a dear soul. I just can't say enough about her. She is the Red Cross Stitcher. Please go check her out and give her some love. She is just the most wonderful dear lady. I just love her to death. But she sent me, we had decided to start something together, and she sent me the most wonderful project bag that she made herself. She's a very accomplished quilter and seamstress. And so she knows that my favorite color is pink. I love pink. Can you tell? I love pink. So she made me this fabulous, fabulous bag. And it's quilted. And it's just full of all my favorite colors. And then she also made me, to go with it, my very first thread bed, which I desperately kind of needed. So she made me a nice sized thread bed. And I've decided I need to have one of these now in every project. I can't tell you how many times I've thrown away threads because I've lost track of which project they belong to. They're kind of hanging out, and I just need a thread bed that I can just throw right into the bag with my project, so I know which project they actually belong to, because I do hop around on my projects. I get, usually after about 4 or 5 days of working on something, I'm just ready for something new. So, and then she also made me this wonderful, wonderful scissors case with some beautiful teal on the inside, and I snap just to hold my project so my scissors won't go through my fabric. So I have been dying to show that to you because I want to put my project in there for my birthday, put my birthday start in there. It's in a different bag right now, but it'll go into this one. So that was my Stitchy kindness, and thank you, Beth. You just are so dear to me, just such a good friend. And if I hadn't started a Flosstube channel, I don't know that we would have met. So I'm another thing to be thankful for this community. I just love this community so much. So that's really the only Stitchy kindness I had. I think I'll jump from there right into my new starts. So the first one was Rejoice Evermore, and we started that one for Beth's birthday, which was on July 26th. And I'm gonna try to stay in the frame, but my stuff is kind of spread everywhere, so I'm gonna have to lean in and out a bit, so I apologize for that. But Rejoice Evermore has just the smallest of starts for me. I wanted to get farther, don't we all, right? We always have these intentions of getting farther, but I did manage to get the border done with just a little bit of the flowers around it. My fan is going because I'm hot. It's another thing that happens when you get old. So this is kind of blowing in the wind a little bit, guys, but yep, it's not a huge start, but it is a start, and I think once you start something, it just really is so much easier to pick up. I think the starting process can be time consuming, and I always like to just sit down and stitch. I just want to start stitching. So here is the pattern, Rejoice Evermore. It's beautiful, has the most gorgeous colors in it. It's by Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread. So if anybody wants to stitch along with her on that, tag her, Red Cross Stitcher. She's Red Cross Stitcher on Instagram, as well as her Flosstube is called that too. So that was my first start. And then my birthday start is Remember Me. I gotta figure out which project bag I put that one in for now. And this is by Teresa Kogut. This is Remember Me. I have been wanting to start this ever since I first saw it. I just love the kind of soft colors in it. I thought it was more pink, but actually as I'm stitching, it's got a little bit more of a I think it's called Old Brick. It's a little bit more of a terracotta color, but I love it so much. And I don't have a huge start on it yet. And I'm using just the called for floss on that one. I am stitching this on 40 count Dusty Road by Seraphim. And here are the called for colors. They're just gorgeous. I love her color. She's just a true artist. I mean, her color palette is always truly amazing. And I was actually stitching on that one just this morning yet, and this is my progress so far. Oh, nuts, I got a hanging thread. Let me pull it to the back quick. There we go. And there's my progress so far. And I am debating about whether to put the single outside border around the edge. I think I'm going to go ahead and stitch it, because it's just a single straight line all the way around. So I think I'm going to stitch it and then step back and look at it and go, do I need that border? Do I want that border? And then I'll decide at that time when I'm finished with everything else. But I've just been kind of working my way. I started with this big flower, this flower. I'm not quite finished with it yet. I'm doing fill-in yet. It was a bit of a nightmare. Lots and lots and lots of counting to do the outline on that. That was a huge challenge for me, but I love it. So who cares, right? Who cares? So that's my Remember Me. And I'm kind of hoping to get that one done soon-ish. What else was my new start? Let's see, my pages fell down. Oh, I forgot to pick something up. Another new start was Philanthropic Pumpkin. This is an out-of-print design by Cathy Haberman, hands-on design. I hesitate to even show it because people can't get it. But I wanted to share it because you can sometimes find it on the secondary market. And I bought it as a kit. So it has all of the fabric, has the fun counting pins in the back. It has all the things to actually put it together, along with all the instructions. And Cathy is the master of instructions. She's so detailed in her paper instructions. Plus, she oftentimes will do a video to go along with it. So she's amazing. And I'll talk a lot more about her in a little bit. But I did start and finish it. Once I got on a roll, I couldn't quit. The colors are so, you guys, I don't know if I can, they're so rich. The way she put those colors together is so rich. Love them. So that was a start and a finish. And I started, this is a fully finish. I started a little stitch. The pattern was on the back of my book of days. I didn't even know there was a pattern there for the longest time. Well, 6 months, right? I mean, 8 months. I just found it not too long ago, and I made this. I'd been looking kind of for a friendship stitch, something that said friendship or something like that. And so I found that, and stitched it up. I just took my own colors, totally converted it. If anybody is interested in the color conversion on that, I'll be happy to send you the information on that. And I mounted this on just a little box that came from Hobby Lobby, and it came unstained, unfinished, and I kind of took it apart. But what I did was I put magnets on the inside so that the stitch can be changed out. But it really holds a scissors well. I got a little tape measure in there. I haven't completely figured out what else I want to put in here, but I think I want to put a mini thread bed with several pages in there. Something that is removable with a magnet again. This one maybe just a needle minder or something. But you can see where the glue did not take my stain, so I kind of want to cover that up yet a little bit. But here it is, and it's just an inexpensive box from Hobby Lobby. So that was another start and finish, a fully finish. And I have been stitching a ton, you guys. I joined in on Nicole Spore's Hygge Holiday Sal. The pattern again is by Cathy Haberman from Hands On Design. This pattern is only available for a short time. And I printed it. Where did I put it? Oh, yep, here we go. So it's only available till the end of August, and it's a PDF only, available, I think, on her website only. And it looks like it didn't print. My printer was out of ink. Well, shoot, I'm just gonna have to show you the picture. I wanted to show you the pattern because she created it in 4 different colorways. And on top of that, you can kind of go to town because it doesn't take a lot of colors. I chose my own colors, and I don't have it fully finished. I kind of just plunked it in the middle of a frame just to get a sense of size and what size frame I wanted. So it's not finished, but there's Hygge Holiday. And she has done some ornaments too in the pattern, so I think the mittens are a separate ornament. I don't remember what else is all ornaments. I sure wish that had printed for me. The hat down there at the bottom, super cute. The thing I might want to change yet are my houses here. These are houses, but they kind of look like a big blob because my roof is blending in too much with the base of the house. So I think I'm going to take that out and I'm going to put a darker stitch in there just to give me some contrast so I can actually tell what that is. But I love pink, so I have little pops of pink in mine. I chose all my own colors on this. I started this one on, so this is done on Platinum Newcastle 40 count. I love 40 count. That's kind of my go-to anymore. I chose a lot of color and cotton, primarily color and cotton. Started it on July 23 and finished it on July 30. I just kind of went nuts. I just started it and it was so fun. I just loved it and I just couldn't put it down. So started, finished. Super fast. But anyway, you have a few days left yet, you guys, where you can actually get that pattern. And even if you don't feel like you want to stitch it right now, it's going to go into the vault, and I don't know when she's going to take it back out of the vault. It could be a whole year. So if you're thinking you might like to do that for winter, it's kind of almost more of a winter-ish kind of a feel than it is a holiday, even though she calls it Hygge Holiday. So totally can turn that into a winter stitch. So go to her website, handsondesign.biz, I think, B-I-Z. So go there and check that out. And then, what else did I do? Let me get my notes back. So, I went to a class with Cathy Haberman. It happened to be one that she kind of threw in last minute, I think, this year. It popped up in April, and it happened to be at my local needlework shop, which is only about 35-40 miles from my home, so it takes me about maybe 40 minutes to get there, and so how could I pass that up? And I'm so glad I did for multiple reasons. The main one is Cathy had a trunk show there, and they say this all the time, but when you see something completed, you are blown away by the patterns. And Cathy used to have a finishing business for many years. She is just a master finisher. And so she teaches you that as you're making things. All her little tips and tricks and techniques, and I could just listen to her forever. I mean, she's just so knowledgeable and informative and talented on top of it all. The reason that she doesn't want to reproduce the Philanthropic pumpkin, I think is on her blog. If you go back and look, she explains why she won't reproduce that one. Please don't bombard her with questions about it, because it won't happen, and I don't want to give her a headache, and I don't want to make her have more work because of it. But you can look for it on the secondary market. So hopefully you can find it if you love it like I do. So I'm hoping next time I can have a finish for you, a fully finished to show you guys. So what we did at the class, it was called, I think, something garden. Let me look. Good thing I have my notes. If I can find it. Midnight Garden. It was called Midnight Garden, and it came with some pre-stitching. What we did was we stitched the flat piece, so we made a box and a tomato. And so she gave us the piece to stitch the bottom of the box, like the inside insert, and then also the stitch that goes around the pumpkin. This is the box that she helped us put together. Isn't this amazing, you guys? She showed us how to put those corners around and all her tips and tricks. And then we got to choose someplace in here where we wanted to have a magnet so that our our tomato, which is so adorable. Look at the little strawberry that's hanging off the end. And that little strawberry is all it is a, let me get on this side. It's a little pom-pom, a little felt pom. You get it wet, and then you just smush it into the shape that you want to make that strawberry, and you let it dry. So that was a wonderful, cool tip and trick. Has a button with felt leaves on the top, and then we stitched a magnet into the bottom of it. So that when I put this in here, I gotta find my magnet. Look how strong that is. Look how strong that is. That's not going anywhere. Now what some people did was they actually attached this piece with some adhesive tape to the bottom inside. I had a snug fit, so I didn't have to do that. Mine fit just like that. But is that not, you guys, the cutest thing ever? This is my first class, and so of course I'm gushing. It was so fun. It was so fun. And I got to meet a couple of other floss tubers. I got to meet Nicole Spohr, have been a huge fan, so I was doing some fangirling. I don't know what it's called. And Shari Moss, her friend, she came with like a bunch of her friends because it was a little bit of a drive for them. So she came down with her friends, and they spent like a long weekend up there. So it was so fun. It was so fun. And then as part of that class, she just gave us so many fun things. A little extra freebie that she gave us was this little stitch here called Indigo Road, and she told us the story behind how this pattern came into be. This is going to be a series, I think, of 4 that she's making. They're just teeny tiny, but she gave us even the cute little palms to go around the corners. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Isn't that cute? Love it. And then she also, just before she left, she gave us the instructions and the materials to make this incredible little thread bed. And look at the bind. Let's see if we can get that on there. Look at how she gave it like a binding. Words can't express how incredibly cute this was. I did take a few more pictures of it, so of her finished one. So I think I will go ahead and pop some of those pictures in up here, or maybe at the beginning, but I'll add a few pictures of the finished product of that. So cute. So cute. So that was just a blast. I had so much fun with that. Okay, then what did I do next? I'll just go through the things that I've worked on. I think one of the first things I did was I put some stitches into my dasher and dancer. And I have to remember to show you guys the actual patterns. I'm really bad about remembering to do that. So here's the pattern. It's from Hobby House Press only. That's the only place you really can get this pattern from. And it's done very much in a Quaker style. And I am loving it. Although I feel like I made a lot of progress, I don't think I'm gonna have it done for Christmas yet, which I'm fine with that. That's really okay. It's fun. I've been enjoying the stitch so much. So this is and I'm doing it, oh nuts. Let me grab that pattern again. I'll tell you what fabric I'm using, and I chose my own floss for it. I did not use what was called for. If I can find my card. Where are you, card? There it is. I've tried to be very religious about putting cards with information in. So the threads are from Gentle Arts. It's called Country Redwood. And there is a salve that's going on this one, and it was started by Sarah, handmade by Sarah W. And there's quite a few other people doing it with her. So if you post anywhere like on Instagram or anything like that, please tag her and let her see your progress. I would love it if you would tag me too so I can see it. So it's called Dash and Dance Sal. And I started this one on Christmas. This was my Christmas start for last year. Now I can show you what I have done. And I did not iron. I apologize so much. Let me see if I can stretch it so you can't see all the wrinkles. It's really a wide pattern, and there still is more that has to go on the bottom yet. So I'm not quite all the way to the bottom, but I just about have one side done with the exception of the bottom part. And it is so fun, you guys. I cannot wait to have it finished and hanging up somewhere for Christmas. I'm definitely gonna frame this one. I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet, but I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So that's my dasher and dancer. And then I started, did I write them all down? I don't think I did, so I'm just gonna have to go through them. The next one I worked on was, oh, I'm reaching again, guys, so sorry. Winter Rose Manor. This was one I also started with my friend Beth. We like a lot of the same stuff, so rather than stitch alone, right? Stitch with a friend. It's always so much, oh, we need something. We need a little design that says stitch with a friend, or something about stitching with friends is the best, or something like that. Whoops, that's my card. So this is on 40 Count Dusty Road by Seraphim. I think it's by Seraphim. I started this one on February 1st. There is no hashtag on this one, but still would love it if you would tag me. I am b.a.blessingstitcher on Instagram too. Would love to see your progress. And this is maybe as good a time as any to say this. I created a Facebook group. Not because I'm looking for a lot of people to join it, but because there are some times when you guys want to send me a picture, or I would love to see what you're doing and how your progress is coming on something. And so if you'd rather just put it on that group, I can see it. So it's called Be a Blessing Stitcher, and it's a Facebook group. If you want an invite, comment at the bottom of this. I'll be happy to send you an invite, especially if you can't find it. It took me a while to figure out what I was doing. So I think I created it correctly. I made it public, private. I think I might have made it private because I didn't want all the trolls. And I think there are some questions you have to answer on there in order to be approved. I think. So let me know if you can't find it or if you can't get in, if you want to share something. I would love, love, love to see your guys' projects, because to me that's the fun of this, is sharing all of our stuff and sharing our love for all of our craftiness, our stitching. And I don't limit it to just cross stitch. If you want to share something else that you're working on, I would love to see it. Anything needlework. Gotta just make sure my dog's not chewing on any of my stuff. I hear her chewing in the background and I'm like, okay, we're safe. So anyway, let's show you where I'm at on Winter Rose Manor. I have been working pretty diligently on this one too. I put a lot of hours into this one, and I'm on the house. And it doesn't show very well on here, but in person, this pink really does show up better than it does on screen. Maybe if I turn it sideways a little bit. It's just it's called conch. It's the called for color, and I know many people have switched it out to get a little brighter pink, but this is going to go in my bedroom, and this is kind of the color I have. I have a real dusty rose in my bedroom. So I did manage to finish up the border. I have to finish putting the flowers in around it yet, but I managed to get the frame, all the frame of it done. There's a lot more left yet there than I thought, but it's been fun. I know I stitched this bird, and I stitched this tree, I stitched a bunch of the house, I stitched the door, like I said, I stitched the border. So it's a fun stitch. There's lots of elements, and so it feels like you're constantly completing something. It doesn't feel quite so enormous because you're constantly completing something. And then I think my last whip, I should look at my book of days, make sure that I'm not forgetting something. I actually wrote stuff down this time. I did so terribly before. Yeah. Yep, that's all. And I don't decorate my book of days, kind of barren, but it has the information on there. Like I can even write on there when I did my last floss tube, because I would tend to lose track of that as well. I got really behind on the Hometown Sal by Teresa Kogut. It is a tier 4 free pattern. If you are a tier 4 member, it is a 2-year sal, so it is a long one, but it's really so fun. I was only up to like maybe the third or fourth month. I wasn't very far, and I decided if I don't catch up here pretty quick, it's going to be out of reach. You know how that is when you get too far behind and then you lose all your momentum and you don't even want to pick it up anymore because everybody else is way ahead of you. So this one, I chose the called for fabric. I did audition a lot of different fabrics. Teresa had a whole video on what other fabrics would be good alternates, because at the time she started it, it was really hard to get this one. It's a fox and rabbit called Up in the Attic, and I wanted it on 40 count. I had a piece of 36 that would work, so I went with 36. But I did do a couple of alterations. I'm still doing only 1 thread over 2 because I really don't like to stitch with 2 threads very much anymore. I will do it, but my favorite is 1. And so the only change that I made, and I'm using all the called for colors, and I think they're all DMC if I'm not mistaken. She has on her video changed a couple of them out, a couple of the houses out for some fancy floss, and I didn't even really want to do that. Usually I love the variegation you get with fancy floss, but for some reason this house style just really spoke to me in a blocky kind of a way. So anyway, I stayed with all the colors that she had recommended, and this is my progress. And this is the pattern that she has released so far. So you can see I have a ways to go, but I've gotten several extra steps done. So I'm getting there. But it's really so fun, you guys. I love her. She is an artist, and her colors, again, are just perfect. Chef's kiss, just perfect. But what I did decide to do, because I'm doing 36 and I didn't love the areas that were dark, like the house roofs, I could really see through those more than I wanted to. So on the bottom leg of the stitch, I did 2 strands over 2. But then when I came back across the top, I did 1 strand over 2. Because I didn't want it to stand out like really super dark, but I wanted just a tiny bit more coverage than what I was getting. So I have regretted that at times because it's a pain to stitch that way. But I just leave my threads dangling and that seems to work most of the time. So that's a really fun stitch. Now, if you are not a member and you would like to do this stitch, she has the previous patterns available for like $1. Like you could purchase 1 through 8. Like if you joined this month yet, you would get August, and you could just purchase each one for $1 prior to that. So it'd be like $7 to purchase the other ones up to this point. So, and then I know she's gonna release it at some point, but because it's a 2-year sale, I'm guessing it's gonna be 2+ years before you see it, but it is fun. And oh, I forgot to mention, I am going to customize mine. So she has different words that go in everywhere. Like this one's supposed to say pizza down the side. And all of these stores are supposed to have like quilt or hardware or something. And I am going to turn it into truly my hometown. And I'm going to add all the shop names of different towns, not just necessarily the one I live in now, but different places I've lived or have been an important part of my life. I'm going to add some of those names just to give it some memory and to personalize it. So I'm excited to do that. I've been scribbling like long lost shops that have closed many years ago. I've been writing those names down so I can remember when the time comes to start plugging those in a little bit. So I probably will wait until I'm finished before I actually put those names all in there. So that is pretty much my whips, I think. Yeah, that's my whips, you guys. I'm all done. That's way shorter, way shorter than my last one. So my plans, and I forgot to grab this, but I have a couple things I want to start. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was, end up crying. August is kind of a hard month for me. It is my birthday. It was my anniversary. I'm sorry. And my husband's birthday. I'm gonna get through this. And so when Daleen Wilson passed away, I was just really very hit hard by that passing. I did not know her. I wish so badly that I had. So I did go back and I watched some of her floss tubes and her videos, and I went on her Instagram page, and one of the last things that she was working on was Come Into My Garden by Blackbird Design. So I did order that, and I know that there is a sale. People are stitching things in memory of Daleen, and I am going to stitch that. It hasn't arrived yet, but that will go into my September, sampler September start. I'll share that with you guys next time. I'm sorry I started to cry, you guys. And then the other thing, because very influenced by Cathy at Haberman at Hands On Design, I've been collecting the folk series, but I haven't started any of them. The one I fell in love with initially was the autumn one that was done at the Pep Rally Retreat by Chantel, 141 Designs. And of course it wasn't available because designer pieces for retreats aren't usually right away, but it just came out. And so I have that one, and I think I'm going to start with that one. And so that's part of my September plans. And I purchased quite a few of her patterns. So we all got to go back after the day of finishing with Cathy. We got to go back to the Shanty Stitchers and shop. And she kept it open for us. It was a later Saturday afternoon, and I picked up a bunch of Cathy's patterns. It was so hard not to, because when you see them finished, you just kind of go, oh, that's just amazing. And like I said, she's the master of finishing, and so all of her little trunk show was really quite amazing. It was so beautiful. So I picked up quite a few of those. I'll show those off in my I hate to call it haul. There's got to be a prettier word for that. Delightful deliveries. That was from Jane and Julie. So maybe delightful deliveries. So I'll show those when I go through that. The other thing I'm gonna do is Crazy Woman Retreat. That's gonna be in Casper, Wyoming, about the middle of September. It'll be my first really truly official retreat where there was a designer present. And so I am going with a couple of friends that I met again through Flosstube, and they graciously let me tag along with them, and we're gonna road trip it. It's quite a drive, but we're gonna road trip it, and I'm excited to go to that, really excited. While we're talking about that as well, so I have a Zoom almost every Saturday night with just like 4 or 5 friends, but 2 of the friends happen to be Jeannie and Leanne from Loose Thread Stitchers, and that whole group has just graciously adopted me into their little group, and I have enjoyed my visits with them. We just sit and stitch for hours, just chit chat and talk about life, talk about, and we do our wash in between. And last week, I think I had to take my dog for a walk, so I kept my video running while we went out for a walk, and I just kept chatting with them the whole time. So it's just been a blessing. It's been a real blessing to be able to visit with those girls, and I so appreciate them. So thankful that they adopted me into their little group. So anyway, I'm going with a couple of the girls from that group, so looking forward to that so much. And then what else am I doing? Right after I get back from that retreat, then there's going to be an open stitch at Stitchery Nook in Osage, Iowa. I've been to one of those before. They're wonderful. She's got a little retreat center that holds about maybe 15 or 18 people. If you can't get into the retreat center and sleep there, there are hotels in that area that you can stay at as well. But it's so wonderful because she's got sleeping quarters, she's got a kitchen, so you can bring your own food, or you can go out to eat, whatever you want to do. And then there's just like another room off of that has tables all set up for stitching. And I think she does quilting retreats there, and I think she's also purchased the property next to that. So I'm really excited to see where she's at and what she's doing with that one. And then you go downstairs and it's her shop. And so if you're missing a color, if you're wanting to kit something up, she's just got it all. She's got every chart, everything is beautifully displayed, so easy to find, and she's so knowledgeable. And she's got a gal Mary there that does finishing, so knowledgeable too. So I love going to that. So that's going to be coming up in my September. So I'm going to have a busy September. And I think that might be everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh yay, this is going to be kind of a short one. The other thing I just wanted to do is a quick shout out to some of the people who I've been watching, and one of the gals actually shouted me out, so I wanted to say thank you so much to Jackie. She's from Cross My Stitches. So please go to her channel and give her some love. I appreciate it so much, Jackie, that you shouted me out. It's just nice if we can share the love, right? That we can all share the love, and maybe you'll find another floss tuber that you really enjoy or connect with. So I found her to be so easy to listen to, and really enjoyed her videos and her content. And then the other one, Shelley from Antique Needleworkers, had a big announcement if you haven't already seen it. She is designing. She has started, she's jumped in both feet. She is designing reproduction samplers, but she's also creating some of her own designs. She has a little freebie already available on her website, which is antiqueneedleworkers.com. And you have to add it to cart, and you have to check out, I believe. But it's not, there's no charge. I think you can, I don't know if you can choose to add a tip or something. I'm not sure. I don't remember if I saw that or not. But anyway, go check her out. She's got several really cool things already in her shop. And she just announced it like yesterday or 2 days ago. So that's a big and exciting one. Again, loose thread stitchers with Jeannie and Leanne. Leanne does always a turtle tidbit at the end. She has a rescue going for turtles. She's got huge aquariums. She has such a heart and a passion for these turtles, and she's just got so much interesting knowledge, stuff you never knew about turtles and all the different varieties and what's native to this area and what's common and what's uncommon, and then their habits and stuff. She's interesting to watch, you guys. You really need to go check them out. You probably already do, but if you don't, go check them out. Also, Contented Needleworker Kim. Did you guys see her craft room redo? She painted it pink. Oh, pink. It's so pretty. And then she did like a tour of all her stitches, and I'm sure it probably isn't even all her stitches, but she is super prolific at cutting down her own frames. Like, she'll thrift frames and then she'll cut them down to work for whatever stitch she's doing. I haven't dared to try that yet. She's given a tutorial on it, and I think it's got good information, but I'm a chicken. I have the equipment to do it. I'm just a bit of a chicken. I hate to mess up my frames, if you know what I mean. I need to just try it maybe on a cheap frame to start with and see if I have the logistics correct in my head before I go ahead and try and do it on something I really like. And of course, Red Cross Stitcher, Beth, my dear friend Beth. Another one that I watched was Sugar and Stitches. Her name is Natalie. She used to have a Flosstube channel called Our Daily Stitches, and she's kind of done a reset. She has changed the name of her channel and her Instagram also. And she's just really a joy to watch and to listen to, and she's got some really fun projects going. I really enjoyed her content. She did like a little whip parade, so go check her out if you like whip parades especially, but give her some love too. She's just kind of starting over again, so we all love to have new subscribers. There's something like an endorphin rush that we get when we get it. It's like, yes, I got another subscriber. I don't know why, but that just does lift our spirits for some reason. And then the last couple are people from the class. Oh no, one other one, Lost in Stitches, Lisa. Lisa has been on a cancer journey and was gone for a little bit, but she's been back now for a couple of months, and I just found out she has an Etsy shop and she herself has been designing, and I jumped on today and looked at some of the patterns. She's got some really cute patterns, you guys, so go check her out too. Lost in Stitches. Her name is Lisa. Then there's Hands-On Design. Cathy Haberman has a floss tube. Her and her husband, Mr. HOD, are always a hoot to watch. They're always so fun. They did a recent video where he shared his cancer journey. I found that to be very informative. I found it to be enlightening for people to really learn to be an advocate for yourself. If you're not getting answers or the results that you want, he encouraged you to not settle, to just not settle, and to really advocate for your own treatment and your own care. So you should watch that one too. That was I think a very, we're all going through some kind of a journey, and it seems like cancer is just prevalent everywhere. So it's a really good one to watch. And then because I just got to see both of these girls, of course, Nicole Spohr, she's a paper crafter extraordinaire, along with her friend Shari Moss. Both of their Flosstube channels are just called their names, Nicole Spohr and Shari, which is Chari Moss, M-O-S-S. Shari is also a paper crafter. She works in the business, just like Nicole does, and I think they became friends partially from that. But she started a Flosstube channel about a year or two ago, and she's fun to watch. She's also very fun to watch. She's actually led one of Cathy Haberman's folk series. Which one did she lead? The summer one? Yes, because Sarah's Stitchery, Stitchy Sarah Reads on Instagram, she led the spring one, and then Shari led the summer one, and I don't know who's doing the fall one. They're all spoken for. So somebody's leading the fall one, and I think the winter one are all spoken for too. So anyway, go check those guys out. And then my Be a Blessing moment. And I'm not doing this for me. I don't want you to do this for me. I just want to encourage you guys to go check out a new Flosstuber. Maybe somebody who doesn't have a lot of followers yet, and give them a like or subscribe. Maybe if they have a link for buying them a coffee, choose one of your favorite Flosstubers and buy them a coffee, especially if they do giveaways, because postage is real. That would be just a wonderful, kind thing to do to pay back into our community. So just wanted you to show some love to some of your favorite Flosstubers. Not that you don't already, but it does mean a lot to us. Your comments, your involvement, your likes, your subscribes, it does really mean so much to us, because it is a fair amount of work to put a video together. I am taping, and it is now a little after 3, but I've kind of spent most of my morning gathering my things, finalizing my notes, printing things out, and then when you're done filming, you still have to go in and edit, and then the dreaded upload to YouTube, which can take hours. So yeah, give them some love, guys. Show them that you appreciate the content and what they do. I think that's really all I have for you today, except the giveaways. So I'm super excited, you guys. I gotta get my iPad because I screenshotted the winners. So I'm gonna pause quick and I'm gonna go grab my iPad. I'll be right back. Okay, so my first winners are for a Proverbs 31 chart. I tried to give it away about a month ago and I didn't have anybody reply back. So first of all, I am going to need your address because it's a physical copy. I'm going to have to mail it to you, so please be over 18. But if you would email me at b.a.blessingstitcher@gmail.com. I think it's in my link under this floss tube. Go ahead and send me a message and tell me what you won, and I can't wait to send it out to you. I would love for somebody to enjoy all these things. So the first winner of one of the Proverbs 31 is at Susan McCoy 1992, and here is her comment. I'm just wondering what else is on here that you guys shouldn't see. So here's her comment. If that is you, please get hold of me and let me know that you won, and I'll get that sent out to you immediately. The second winner of one of the Proverbs 31 charts is at BJEM42. Very, very sweet comment from her. I think she might be overseas because she tried to count herself out of the giveaways, and I said, don't you dare. So if that's you, again, send me your address. I don't ship a lot international, so be specific. Tell me exactly what I need to put on the envelope. And I'll get that one sent out to you too, okay? And then the winner of the Ursela Bag. And I almost have a hard time being done with this because I had so much anticipation in giving this away. So I just want to stretch out the suspense a little longer. The winner is at Janice G. Davis. And this is Janice's comment. So Janice, if you would give me your information, send me an email, let me know that you won the Ursela Bag, and I will send that one to you. And the last one is my live board of interest, or catcher and magnet for like a needle minder, and then the cute little Christmas tree that's a scissors holder. And that one goes to at Knackability7098, and this is her comment. So if this is you, let me know. I've got them all ready to go, you guys. So congratulations to everybody that won. I'm so excited for you to get them. I would also love to know that you received them. So if you would pop me just a quick note either on Instagram or you can send me an email. Just let me know that you received it, because that would be so devastating to me if you did not get it. So let me know as soon as you can. Give me your mailing address. Again, you have to all be 18. Give me your mailing address, and I'll get those shipped out just as quickly as I can, okay? All right, I am so excited to send those out to you all. I think that's it. I think it's a shorter video. Maybe in my mind it's a shorter video. Oh, I didn't go over my haul. Okay, let's go over some quick haul. Sorry, I just bumped it. Because I do have quite a bit, always. One of the things I forgot to tell you about was Beth decided she wants to make a quilter out of me. That's not true. I begged her to show me. So on the day that was my anniversary, I took the day off of work and decided I wanted to plan something fun. So her and I both already had this pattern called Seasonal Stitchy Stars, and we decided to do this fall table runner here at the bottom. And I think it came from Fat Quarter Shop, I think was where we got that one. And so she walked me through. I am using Harvest Wishes, which is an older material, older fabric collection, like from a year or so ago. But she walked me through getting those all cut out. And I still have to cut a lot more of just the white pieces yet. I cut out for like 5 hours. I'm so slow. And my arm was getting so tired, so I said, I'll finish another day. So there's been no stitching of anything together yet, and I still have to finish cutting some pieces out. But I plan to tackle that. Oh, September's just so busy. I would really love to have it out this year. But I'm trying so hard not to put that kind of pressure on myself. So it is what it is. If I get it done, great. If I don't, it is what it is. So anyway, I forgot to tell you about that. And then some of my haul. So I got my I got my flosses from Color and Cotton. I belong to the neutrals and the all colors one. I'm not gonna bother to take them out of the package this time. So I got my colors. I love my Color and Cottons. It's so fun to have such a wide variety of colors at my fingertips when I want to try to trade a color out, or if I see something that's called for and it's just a smidge, like it's messing with the vibe of it for me. I love having a stash of colors that I can go to. And then I bought from Cathy Haberman from the Shanty Stitcher. I saw these done up and I want to do those for fall. Oh, they were so cute. She had done them up into little pillows, and she had done this one up into little pillows too, into a little pillow. This one is called Autumn Calls, and there's some felt on this one. I'm starting to kind of fall in love with felt. I'm not sure why, but I really am liking it. This one, the color, I've been always a little afraid of doing colored fabric. And she's kind of breaking me of that because she had several that were done on some really pretty colored fabric. So that's what drew me to this one, and the white pumpkin. I love white pumpkins. And then this cute little gather, little acorn. So cute. And then I saw this Squareology one of bees, and I still intend to do a bunch of bees. I want to have a season where I can decorate with bees. And I don't have near enough yet to actually do that. This one's called Snow on the Ground, and it comes with an adorable little scissor fob as well. And this is all felt, like little felt, a felt roof there. And the scissors fob, is there anything important back there? I don't think so. The scissors fob looks like that. So very cute. So cute. And then this one, I couldn't believe all of these were in one pattern. And she had them all done, and they were all in a little basket together. Gorgeous. They were just gorgeous. Again, there's a bee thing, and then there's an Americana one. Love all of them. This one has, I don't know if these are coneflowers or sunflowers. They kind of look like a combination of both, but she had that one done on a pillow too, kind of very much like what is on the cover in her trunk show. Loved that one. And then she also had some thread, I have to find them in her book here because I think she's got thread beds that she had made. Yeah, it was these two little seeds. Let me get the chart up and out of the way. It was those two little thread beds down there at the bottom. And so I bought this book, which has way more than just that in it, but it's her new summer one, Between Friends. There's quite a bit in here. There's so much more in here. Lots and lots of goodness. And then while I was at Shanty Stitcher, my friend Beth had done Land That I Love, and she had finished it and had it framed and everything, and it was just kind of heart-stoppingly beautiful by Teresa Kogut. And so while I was there, rather than pay shipping and having it ordered anywhere, I picked up Land That I Love. And I know this one isn't new. And I don't really have any plans to start it anytime soon, but I love it. I love it, love it. And then, this may still take me a little while yet, guys. So much for a shorter video. I picked up a couple of things off of the marketplace, off of like the swaps. I picked up Plum Street, a fine spot. Somebody had completed it and I immediately went looking for it and had a hard time finding it. So when I saw it on the secondary market, I grabbed it. It's just a cute little stitch that will make an adorable little pillow. This one by Hobby House Press looks a lot like my Dasher and Dancer, but it's just a single. I thought that would be really, really pretty for Christmas. I picked up When Leaves Fall because Roberta had done this roll on her last video. And I thought, oh yes, I need to know how to do that. And so she said it was in this book, and then this book has just got oodles and oodles of goodness. So many wonderful, wonderful patterns in this one. Love all of them. So I got that book. And then I got, oh, I'm dropping things. I got Pursue Kindness. And I got this one because I was so tempted. I haven't figured out how to do this yet, but I needed some round stitches because I was watching Molly on Linens and Scraps, and she had picked up these really adorable little containers from Hobby Lobby again, and she had done something on the top, but if you can see it, it's rounded. It's not flat. And so I have to try to figure out what to do to get that on there. But love these. I think they're so cute. This would be adorable too if you put some little feet, like if you put 4 little feet on it and gave it a little bit of height. That could be cute. It also would be adorable just standing open if you filled it with something and then the picture was on the front of it. You could stand that up on a shelf. So a lot of really fun things you could do with that one. I picked up this because I don't remember why. Because somebody said you needed them. And so, of course, I needed one. And I know that there's going to be something that somebody is doing with these little pumpkins from Hobby Lobby. And so they come in 2 colors, this darker one, and then they also come in more of a light stain. And I grabbed both of them. I actually ended up with 2 of these dark ones. So that'll be fun. I like to be prepared. So now I have the things I need. When the time comes, I'm going to be all set to go. I found this kit. It's by Jeanette Cruz. Never really heard of her before. Designed by Country Threads, and it's just sunflowers. It's a kit, and as you know, I'm kind of partial to kits. I just thought that one was so pretty. I do kind of love sunflowers. I do have a passion for those. And this one, I think this is really cool. It's called Gettysburg, and it's by Sunset, and it's an Americana one. And I just thought that was really, really special. So I'm anxious. Again, it's a kit, has all the stuff in it. So I'm anxious to start that one some point. What else is in my little basket? My goodness. Oh, more from, oh no, this is from the swap as well. This is just another fall one. Can you tell I'm in all the fall, I have all the fall vibes going. This is a really pretty pumpkin one. This one is by, that looks like Brenda Gervais, but No, it's by Scarlett House. It has kind of her feel to it, but it's really pretty. And I picked up Plum Street because I have the spring one. I got the autumn one. I think these were adorable. I'll be eventually getting all of the seasons in these, but they were so cute. I picked up another Bent Creek row. I love her row series. This one's called Neighborhood. I haven't stitched any yet, but I will. So right now I'm in a collecting mode. I picked up this one before I went to my class, and this is an HOD one, hands-on design. It's called Bottle and Brush Tree Farm, and I've seen it before, and I've always liked it. I think I'm drawn to the green. I love green, and so I think I was drawn to the green fabric in the background on that. Really, really pretty. And this one is another one by her called First Frost. She had these actually at the trunk show. They were really pretty. And then I also had picked up Red, White, and Bloom. This is an older pattern also by Brenda Gervais. I've always kind of wanted it. And then I managed to score this cool thing. It is by the Cricket collection called Edge of the Woods, and it's a block. It's like a block, but it came as a kit with all the things. And look at it, it's autumn, you guys. Everything autumn, right? But it even came with some counting pins in the back and the beads that are necessary. I have so many autumn things, I don't even know what to start with. I have so many great and incredible options. This one I've looked at forever. It's by Threadwork Primitives. I don't really celebrate or decorate for Halloween. My daughter might be changing my mind, but I loved this little jack-o'-lantern. I just love him. I've been looking at him for over a year before I caved. Do I get some points for that? I should get some points for holding out for so long. And then I think I'm a quilter now. But I was watching Pumpkin Hollow, Olivia at Pumpkin Hollow. Is it Pumpkin Hollow Quilts? I can't remember quite what the name of her floss tube is, but she had a quilt hanging in the background, and thank goodness she talked about it because I needed to have it. And so she told us the name of it and where we could even possibly find it. Let me see, I've got to try to find a picture of it in here. But you can see it all. Oh no, you know what? You'll have to go back a video or two to find it. There's even some punch needle in here and some thread things. It is by Lisa Bonjean, and it's a book called Star and Stripe Gatherings. And so many fun projects in here, but now I gotta find it. I really want to find that picture. I should have had it bookmarked, right? I didn't think it was this far back. Oh, so many, but this is so fun to flip through again. So many great patterns, you guys. Look at this fun pillow. Proud to be an American. All right, where is that pattern? I must have flipped right past it. Oh, here it is. I want to make sure I'm not giving you, I'll just do the very top of it, but it looks like this. It's gorgeous. And if you guys want to see it done up, go to Olivia's channel, Pumpkin Hollow Quilts, Pumpkin Hollow Floss Tube. I can't remember, Pumpkin Hollow Stitcher. I can't remember what she's called exactly. But I do watch her all the time. I don't know why her name for her channel is escaping me. But anyway, so I think I'm a quilter now, right? Okay, who says I can't be? Then also on the swaps, there's a gal called Cherise Smith that does a lot of stick pins. And I've managed to lose one now already. I don't know where it fell to. It's in here. Oh, here it is. And I purchased several of them from her. I thought they were so pretty, so I got these leaves. I'm gonna have to take them out of the bags. And she's very reasonable. You get like 6 for $15 or something like that. But I thought these would be so pretty for fall. These leaves with all the feels of fall. And I'm gonna put them back in as I go. This might take me just a moment or two. Last time when I did my whip parade, I ended up with a ring of floss on bobbins, and I don't know what project it goes in. I still haven't figured it out. It's just sitting in a bin because it has to go back into its home, and I don't remember which project it came from. And then these pumpkins, which are super cute. So she might be on cross stitch stash unload, or stash unloading cross stitch only. I think that's where she's at, and she posts quite regularly, so you should be able to find her. But she has, I just ordered another set actually from her. And then I got these adorable butterflies. I love butterflies. Very much in the spring colors. A pink one and a green one, because yes, I love green, and yes, I love pink. Okay, so there's those. And I still have, oh, here's my folk series. I do have it. Here's the autumn one. So I think this is the one I'm gonna start with. I do have them all in a project bag somewhere, so this one really still needs to find its home, because I ordered it with the Lady Dot Creates for finishing. Have to find my own fabric, of course. And then I also got my Fabric of the Month Club from Fox and Rabbit. Love this one. It's called White Clay. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's just a really very soft neutral. And while I was at my Midnight Guard class, I did pick up a couple of other things too. I don't know if I can even get these out. I just got some magnets that will hold your fabric around your hoop, whatever it is that you're using. And then I got just a couple more project bags. I have a problem because I don't have, I have like 10 extra project bags that are empty. So I need to quit buying them for a little while, but they just keep coming out with these incredibly beautiful fabrics and stuff. This one was from Carrie. This is my Keeper Club one. Love it, you guys. Look at the beautiful red, white, and blue. I know this has probably been shared long before this. And it came with some thread. It came with, because she did her own pattern on this one. What did I do with that? Here it is. She designed her own pattern. No, that's not in here. She has a sampler, and it's not in here. I'm not sure where I put that. Here we go. It came with her own original design, you guys. So Carrie's designing too, and then she gave us some Vicki Clayton silk to actually stitch it up in. Isn't that cool? And then she also threw in some needles, and I think she threw in some saltwater taffy. Long gone. Long gone. It was delicious, and I don't think I shared. So she just gave us some size 28 needles, and then her daughter Lily has a little Etsy shop too, and she's been creating different things, and this one is just a little beeswax, adorable little beeswax from Lily. So that's the name of her Etsy shop. So anyway, that is it. I'm done now. Okay, now you guys can stop listening to me. Been longer than, oh crap, I'm not done. Okay, that was one Project Keeper. I got this one from Como Stitches. Oh, so pretty. Look at the bees, look at the yellow, the purple. I couldn't resist it because I do plan to do a bunch of bee stitches. So I bought that one. I got this one from Painted Leaf Co. Beautiful. Look at the birds. It's stunning. It's just gorgeous. What's on the inside? Oh, look at the inside. Oh, it's just beautiful. And I am a sucker for beautiful fabric and things, and I think that's why I get into trouble. This one I found on one of the stash sites. She was selling it, and I went, are you kidding me? I need that. Look at how cute that is. I love, love, love it. And it's got the ladies in their dresses with the sewing machines on the back. I don't remember what's on the inside. Oh, roses. Pink roses. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now I'm done. Now I'll quit talking, guys. Thanks for putting up with me. I love you all dearly. For your blessing moment, I already went over that. If you think of it, if you're so inclined, show your floss tubers some love. Show each other love. Remember to stay happy, stitch happy. I hate to steal that from Cathy Haberman, but that is kind of what I want to say is stitch happy, stitch some happy, you guys. And until next time, hopefully it will only be about maybe 4 weeks. This one got a little long. I do have a lot going on between now and then, but hopefully it won't be so long. So we will see you again soon. All right, take care, everybody. Bye. Thank you all so much for stopping by today. If you liked my video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. That way you would be the first to be notified when I have a brand new video up. Please take care, be kind to each other, and God bless you all.